Okay, so reading recommendations, but before that, library haul. 2 volumes of Monstrous. I got them two at a time because it's the only two that they have. I have read this series before. I remember liking it, but it got old, and there's a big reason for why that, for what that is. Because the last page of this book would always have 1,000 words of dialogue. 1,000 words of dialogue. 1,000 words in each word balloon, of just exposition. I'm stupid, so I'm probably gonna skip that because it's not part of the story technically. Like it was like a teacher cat. It's a weird book, but I don't know. I like Marjorie Liu though, as a writer. Although I haven't read anything by her because I have an X22, X23 books by her, but I'm still on the NYX book. And because I was off it for a long time, I forgot everything that happened in it, so. Not everything. Most of it I remember, just a couple of details I was kind of spotty on. The last 2 Deadpool books they had, the series I'm on, no Cable in Deadpool. I'm so done with that book. They don't even have Volume 7. But they did have, on Interloan, oh, it's Volume 6, never mind, of All New X-Men. Which is really funny is that for whatever reason I have issue 30, and I know why. I keep saying for whatever reason. I know why. It was a grab bag a long time ago. It's actually this cover right here. I had a grab bag from like way long ago. That's why I don't like grab bags. They just give you random books that they couldn't sell in a grab bag. I think what they should do is do it off a series. Like, hey, here's issues 34 to 36 of maybe a little bit. That wouldn't be, they'd be doing way more than that, but they'd say like 20 to 30 of X-Men. Like if you're behind, here's the last 10 issues. That's what they should do. Not just X-Men 20, Spider-Man 40, I don't know. I can't think of series apparently. Like Conan 46, they just do random ass ones. Transmetropolitan Volume 8, Dirge. 2 more of these after this, and then we're done for a total of 10. This one, I think that the reason for why Volume 8 seems to have just come out, and I don't think it's I hate to say it, but I don't think it's a reprint or anything like that, or new printing, is because since Volume 7 of Outcast came out, Volume 8 was when COVID hit, so they couldn't get it out right away. So yeah, Volume 7, and maybe it was a digital first. Volume 7 of Outcast. One more of those. It would be so nice after this, for a total of 8 volumes. Be nice if I finish that series. It's pretty slow so far. So this one is really weird because I have to be somewhat specific. I couldn't find it last time, but I finally found it after a long time, like months. New Avengers, Secrets and Lies. It was a few months. It was February when I started. No, it was not. That was for new. Was it? No, for one of them it is. Lazarus Volume 4. I like this series. It's not like the best series. It's not like, oh my god, you guys have to read this. Everyone has to read it. It's just like, I like it, and it's good enough. I wouldn't if they didn't have Volume 5, or they don't have Volume 5, I'm not going to be too discouraged. I'll just stop reading the series. I'm not going to spend money on this. Unless they have it at a discount, then maybe I will. Yeah, Lazarus Volume 4. It's good. The series is good, not great, not the best thing in the world. Better than the first volume so far. Each and every one has been better than the first volume. First volume was just super slow. Speaking of first volumes, Hellboy Volume 2, Wait the Devil. I really liked Volume 1, well, obviously. This one, I don't know if it's part of... Actually, I should read the back, see if it says anything. Oh no, this is Kyle Rayner. Ooh. I should have read the Kyle Rayner ones before then. This is New Guardians, New 52. Because some of the New 52 books, like you can't just start from Volume 1 of that series. Like the Green Lantern by Jeff Johns. It was just continuing his run that got cut short because New 52 came along. Because of Flash. And this is Flash Volume 3. I had to look up Guerrilla Warfare to find this. Since February. It was so weird because I had checked. I had checked once or twice. I didn't find it. So I was just finding the Rebirth series. I couldn't find this series. It was so weird. It's like, yeah, it'd be nice if I was on Rebirth, which I might be after I read, I will be after I read New 52. It's so hard for me to say, New 52. I think because like, it rhymes, maybe? I don't know. It doesn't really roll off the tongue too good either. 3 in a row, I think. No, not in a row. Yeah, 3 in a row. It's funny. It was 3 in a row. Batwing Volume 1, The Lost Kingdom. That's the, see? 3 in a row. That's the black guy as Batman. I don't know who he is. I should know. I'm gonna see it. David Swambe. Was that him? I don't know. Great, from the pages of Batman Incorporated. Oh, I actually read the first volume, so never mind then. I have that series. I own it, which is good. So if I need a refresh, I can just read that first volume. This one's really weird because it did not show up as DMZ. It was like Russian Winter Og Amy #2. It was so weird. It was like of everything, Og Amy, but DMZ Volume 2 is what it actually was. Body the Journalist. I liked the first volume enough, I guess, to get the second volume, but it wasn't like, oh my god, I want to get the second volume right now. They don't have me. Really mad. If they didn't have it, I'd be like, okay, whatever. Kind of same thing with it's the same thing as same feeling for Lazarus. And then Sculpt Deluxe Edition Volume 1. What's good about this one is it's Volume 1 and 2. And they have it the next Deluxe Edition. I don't know if they have all of them. Although I think it was only 3. I think I saw 3, so knock on wood, hope they have it. Now, you're not going to see the last week of July, you're not going to see any reading recommendation or anything. Pretty much not any video unless I upload me on vacation, because I'll be on vacation. Somewhat reluctantly. Like, I hope I don't have to stay too long. Like, my sisters, we sometimes will go home early so we can have a party here at the house. Because no one will be at the house, and just be us 3, which would be nice. So I hope he leave early, and I like when he have parties too. Obviously, it's just I don't like being without my stuff. I'm very weird about that, and I don't know why. I know why, but I wish I wasn't like that. But yeah, nice stack of books, which is why I gotta kind of hurry up with this. It's already 12:15. Here. So Cable and Deadpool, I absolutely hated. I like almost did not finish Volume 6. It totally, come on. It totally reminded me of how bad it was when I stopped reading it, and the reason why I stopped reading it. I didn't have Volume 7. I'm not gonna go seek it out anywhere, even if I find it for free. I'm like, nope. That's my excuse to not continue that series. Shoot. I went to the wrong one. Here's the right one. The Black Panther Party one I had, it was a history book. Literally a history book. But they do it in graphic novel format, so you can trick the kids into reading. Which that's malicious. That gets kids to not read. That's why so many kids don't like to read it, because that happened. It was just a history book. If I had to do a paper on the Black Panther Party for school, I would read that because it's very informative. But it was just a history book, and not a very interesting one either. They had what was so funny is totally unbeknownst. Like I didn't plan it at all. But I got that Judas and the Black Messiah movie, which is also about Black Panther Party, and that was 1,000 times more interesting. So, watch the movie on the Black Panther Party, not the book, which is really weird, because I like to do both. So I already said Cable and Deadpool was terrible. Iron Man, that Silver Age one, so dated. And what's so weird is that I'm currently rereading his Amazing Spider-Man run from the 60s, the original, like the very first issues. And those aren't as dated as Iron Man. It's so weird. It's like almost like he put all his effort into Spider-Man and Fantastic Four. Because his first volume of Fantastic Four is amazing. I'm seriously considering getting all 4 omnibuses for Christmas. Because they're going to all come out by Christmas. Be out by Christmas. Yeah, Iron Man was just really dated. There was one issue that I liked. And it was 13 pages each issue for the most part. Some were 19 pages. And it felt like it was double the size. So I wasn't like, nice, 13 pages. That went by super quickly. It's like, this is only 13 pages. How am I only on page 4? Yeah, so stupid dated. It was homework basically for me to finish that, but I did finish it. And because I like the Tales of Suspense ones I was reading. Like I think it was the MODOK one. I really liked those 2 issues that were in there. It was issue 92. So and I started on for Iron Man. It starts with 39. So a little bit off of that. Preacher, by far my favorite book I have read in a long ass time, maybe ever. If you have not read Preacher, if you gave it a chance and didn't like it, give it another chance at least. I almost like it's one of those books where I almost would not understand why people don't like it. I do not understand why people wouldn't like it. I do kind of understand it, like you don't like vulgar shit, like you're not gonna like that book. But it's so damn good. And it was actually for once a Vertigo book. I mean I've finished like one other one. It had a good ending. Like, it was satisfying. It almost ended on a sour note, but then they did a complete 180. I'm not gonna spoil it too much. Because I forget what I was gonna say anyways. But yeah, Preacher, just so damn good, so damn satisfying. I might even buy it myself. I might even buy the series myself, even though I know I can get these full series on Interloans. Middle West, another damn good series. And I'm really pissed I don't have Volume 3. I might get it at Newbury tomorrow if I go. I might just do that actually. Why not? God, because they have a hardcover version that's $60, and the last 2 I think are like $16 each for a softcover. And I'm not too picky about softcover against hardcover with Newbury. Like, who the hell cares? With Amazon, yeah, I am. God Country, everyone was saying this is their best book ever. This is Donny Cates at his best image book of all time. You gotta read this. It's so damn good. And that was good. Not great. It was good. Good enough. I didn't hate it. Wasn't boring at all. It kept my interest. It was a bit slow at parts, but the funniest thing about this book is I like the family dynamic more than the action. That's how good that Donny Cates writes characters. Those 3 characters, is that I wanted to just have the book be about that, not about the Lord of the Rings fights. I guess it's the Lord of the Rings. I don't know, Witcher maybe. I was gonna say. Black Widow. I really like that series. It's not reviewed the highest on Goodreads. I thought it was good. There was two stories in here, 2 like series, 3 issue miniseries. The first one I liked, but the second one I liked a lot better. I saw the movie, and what's funny about the movie is I feel the complete opposite about the Black Widow book. I did the movie. The movie, I really liked the first half, but not the second half. So there you go. I don't want to do it. I don't want to spoil too much about the movie. I like the first half a lot better. Even the second half, like I expected it. I knew, because I watched a lot of reviews, so I knew what I was going in for. So I wasn't too disappointed at all. And that's the best part about so many people reviewing a movie is that, well, not so many people reviewing a movie, is that people reviewing a movie is that, why am I saying things are obvious? Obviously, but watching reviews that's what I was saying. But watching reviews before you see the movie is that you know what to expect. That's what I meant to say. Not after. Because so many people are like, oh, I don't want to be spoiled at all for this movie. I want to go in completely blind. Maybe you shouldn't. Deadpool. Clearly I got the next two volumes of that series, so I liked it. It's so funny that the Jerry Dugan run is like was so much better than the Fabian Nicieza run, and no one seems to talk about. Actually, no, I think more people talk about Dugan's run, but it's kind of funny that I was reading 2 Deadpool series, and one was I felt the complete opposite of the other one. But Jerry Dugan's run, pick up that 2013 series. There's an omnibus of it. It's almost worth the money, although I hear the binding isn't the best. That's why I didn't get it for Christmas, and also I could get this full series on Interloans too. Bitter, and I don't know about the 2015 series. The 2015 series doesn't have an omnibus. Bitter Root, terrible. So damn boring. That one, so I think the only 3 I hated was Cable, Iron Man, the Black Panther Party book, but it's not against the book itself, or it's more just me, because I don't like reading history books. If I had known, I wouldn't have picked it up. and then Bitterroot were all the worst ones. Yeah, Bitterroot was just like, it was poorly written. It was boring. It was slow. It wasn't interesting. Everything was going against it. The characters were boring. The story was super tedious. No memorable parts in it. Like, I almost forgot what happened in the last issue, and it was just stupid. Just not interesting at all, and it's completely overrated in my opinion. Of course, it is Goodreads too, but Nemesis. That's what that one was. Oh, sorry, I went too far. Nemesis, I really liked. That was a good Mark Millar book. It was definitely like a C tier Mark Millar book, but for a C tier Mark Millar book, it was pretty damn good. Goodreads had it, which is kind of ironic. Goodreads, I was just talking about them. Goodreads had it rated at a 3.5, and honestly, I would give it that too. But like, I would give it like a 7 out of 10, which I do when I go back around. Chew, just as good as ever. I love that series. Revival. Revival. I preemptively, or prematurely, however you want to say that, I got in Volume 2 when I knew I had Volume 1 for free on Prime. And thank God I got it for $1, that Revival book, because I returned the book. I think I got it for 80 cents. I returned the book for $3.99. It was $3.19, and the book was $3.99. So it was 80 cents, yeah. So I wasn't too pissed. I was like, okay, whatever. And it was good. It was just kind of like it reminded me a lot of a first year writer. Like, it was a kind of a first draft of a first year writer. It was like, you need to polish some of this shit, man. And that's kind of from someone who doesn't know a whole lot about writing. It was halfway through and I realized that, and I was like, yep, it makes perfect sense. Why is the lighting so weird? I know it's because of the sun outside, but like, it's going like, it's going. I think I'm gonna tend to focus it. Okay, so 17 minutes so far. And finally, that Trinity book. There's 2 of them. One I finished, one I have not finished yet. The one I finished was the Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman one, the Matt Wagner one. That one was really damn good. It was over 45 pages per issue. I think on average it was 50 pages per issue. The last 2 were 60 plus pages. I did not feel the length that much. It felt long, but it didn't feel 66 pages long. It felt like a double issue long, like a special issue, like it's an annual. I feel like 3 annuals at once. So it wasn't that bad for me, and I really liked that series. That was so damn good. The 3rd issue faltered a bit. I don't think Matt Wagner knew how to end the book, so he kind of just ended it. Kind of like oh, okay. It's what everyone was expecting how it would end. So okay. But yeah, it wasn't like a super, oh my god, wow, twists, big twist there. It was kind of like, okay, that's how anybody else would end it. That's fine. And the 3rd issue kind of faltered a bit, but other than that, it was a really damn good series that I highly recommend. And Preacher gets my highest recommendation, of all the books I've read so far. Well, not so far, but one of the books. If I made top 10, it'd be number 3, number 2. Black Panther Party, I give a D and F. Did not finish. Kind of a NA out of 10. Cable and Deadpool, I give a 1 out of 10. It's just boring. I don't know what it is about that series. It's just it's so much exposition, so much dialogue. It feels like a double issue, and not in a good way. Iron Man, I also give it 1 out of 10. Preacher, I give a 9.5, 9.8 out of 10. Let's get 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 for Preacher. There was nothing I hate about that series. Nothing. Some issues were slower than others. And definitely the best volumes, the 1st and the 6th one. And 2 through 5 were also super damn good. But, it just kind of some issues were slow. Some issues were slower than others. I really liked when he meets mild spoiler, when he meets his mom again. That volume was a really damn good series. That was the 5th volume. But again, I might just buy that series myself. I already did that for Ex Machina. So, and before Watchmen too. So I might as well do that for Preacher. But it's a lot more expensive because it's like 5 volumes, $20 each, or $100 basically. Middle West, I'd give like a 9 out of 10. God Country, give like a 7.5 out of 10. Black Widow, I give a same score, 7. No, same score, 7.5 out of 10. The movie, I give like a 6 out of 10. Deadpool, I give like an 8 out of 10. Bitterroot, I give like a 1 out of 10. Chew, I give an 8.5 out of 10. Revival, 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. No, 3 out of 10. I hate doing out of 5. It's too, no. Nemesis, I give like a 8. And then Trinity, I give like a 9. Okay, there's a lot of noise, so I'm going to end the video now.